Simen Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Simen Tov. Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov. Toda Rabba, Shabbat Shalom. Mazel Tov, Simen Tov, Mazel Tov. This is a song of congratulations. My brother Corey is getting married to Ariel this coming week in Miami, Florida. And like any time, when I leave the Holy Land, I like to swing by the Kotel, the Western Wall, to put in my final prayers. So here I am, putting in my prayers for good. For good and not for bad, and not for neutrality. This week I want to talk about neutrality. A wedding is the highest of the highs. It's the biggest blessing. There's so much simcha, so much joy surrounding a wedding, and this joy represents the extreme of goodness. Just like making someone smile, just like going out and eating a delicious ice cream cone that you said a blessing on. There's things that are just good, there's things that are just bad, and then in the middle there's neutrality. Last week, Yitzchak's wife, Rivka, she had in her belly 2 babies, and she went into the OB-GYN physician at the time, and she got her ultrasound done a few thousand years ago, and the ultrasound doctor said, "I'm sorry to inform you, ma'am, there is good and there is evil inside of you." And Rivka starts to cry. She's so disappointed. She said, "Can you please check the ultrasound one more time? Are you sure that there's good? Are you sure that there's evil? Are you sure that there's both?" And then the physician says, "I didn't mean a combination of good and evil. It's not a combination, it's separate. You have good and you have evil." And this calmed Rivka. Now what's the difference? What's the difference between having good and evil that are combined into one entity and having good and evil that are separately? He's referring to Jacob and Esav, the 2 sons that are inside of Rivka at the ultrasound appointment. The difference is this. There's things in our life that are good. There's things in our life that are bad. And when we're able to see the difference between them, we're able to make changes that push us more towards the good. However, when we see a combination, when we see good and evil that are combined, maybe it's okay that I did that, maybe my interaction with that person was kind of okay, maybe not so. And it's true, there is a balance of good and evil in things, but ultimately, the ideal is to see the good for good, to see the bad for bad, to be able to differentiate the two so that we can amplify and emphasize the good and bring out more good every single day and get rid of the bad. So the blessing this week is that all of us will see the good in our lives, and also we'll see the bad, and we'll see them separate from one another, so that if something's getting us down, just like when you go in to see a doctor, he's looking for the problem. He's not looking, okay, maybe this is kind of good, kind of bad, your thyroid is 10 feet in diameter, and that's okay, kind of. No, when we go, we want a solution, and in order to find a solution, we have to know this is good and this is bad. Thank God, my brother's wedding is going to be so good. I cannot wait to come. Simen Tov and Mazel Tov to my brother and to my future sister-in-law. One more additional point. Jacob, in this week's Parsha, he's traveling, gets super tired. He's looking around for a soft Tempur-Pedic pillow on his journey in the middle of the desert, and he finds some rocks that are almost a Tempur-Pedic pillow. So he decides to lay down, take a nap, and he starts to dream. And in his dream, angels are going up and down. The angels are not stagnant. The angels are not staying in place. The angels are not neutral. They're not staying flat. They're not going side to side in a neutral plane. They're going up and they're going down. This further emphasizes the point of this week's message, which is we should go up. And sometimes we go down, but when we're going down, we should realize that we're going down. We shouldn't see it as neutral. A blessing again to everyone. See the good in your life, see the bad, and do the things that we need to do to bring out more good. Love you all so much. Shabbat Shalom.